All right, welcome everybody to a new video. This time we're just going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct. Yeah, there was a lot of great things in this one for me personally, or if you're like a JRPG fan. But yeah, to start off, I want to address the controversy, and the controversy is simply that the Nintendo Direct exists and that it happened. Yeah, so for years now, I would say, every Nintendo Direct that's happened, there's been tens of thousands, if not 100,000 plus people who go on the internet and they're like, "Oh, this is the worst thing ever. Nintendo has no games," and I don't know. It's very strange how everybody keeps setting their expectations super high for absolutely no reason. I just don't understand at all why they would why they would do that to themselves, right? When a Nintendo Direct happens, I'm just like, all right, let's see what happens. But yeah, it was very strange, man. Seeing so many people complain about kind of nothing. I mean, you don't see me going on Twitter or even here on YouTube being like, "Oh, PlayStation is cooked. Their presentation was so boring." Because I mean, for me personally, other than Final Fantasy VII, they didn't show like just about anything that I cared about at all. It was super boring. The Xbox press conference, other than Crazy Taxi, which looks cool, super boring. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, it was the worst thing I've seen in my life, and this company is dying and they have no games or whatever. I mean, Xbox kind of has no games because they don't really have a lot of exclusives, but I mean, if you have an Xbox, there is things you can play on it, so I don't know. Yeah, it's just really weird. The other big controversy thing I saw was I shouldn't be surprised by this. I saw people complain about the Ocarina of Time remake that they showed at the end here. People have been dying for a remake of Ocarina of Time, right? Pretty much like as soon as the next console generation came out, everyone was like, "Oh, they got to remake Ocarina of Time." Like, people have been asking for this for like 20, maybe 25 years or so, for an Ocarina of Time remake. In fact, people want it so badly that you can find people remaking nearly the entire game on Unreal Engine. Of course, Nintendo is not happy about that, and they usually take down the videos and blah blah blah. But people definitely really want an Ocarina of Time remake. People have been begging for it. Nintendo finally gives it to us, and then I see tons of videos on YouTube and tons of posts on the internet. People saying, "Oh, I hate remakes. I hate remakes and sequels. I don't want this." Okay, so don't play it. There's at least several million people who want this. So just calm down there. Anyways, let's get into it. We're not going to recap every single little thing, but I just wanted to highlight some of the things that I thought were really cool. Firstly, there's going to be a lot of third-party, pretty big games coming to the Switch 2, which is very cool. Yeah. Third-party support is pretty good, and that's partially because the Switch 2 is roughly on the same level as PS4, so it's easy to kind of port games over. So that's pretty cool. As for the games that I was interested in, I mean, Rayman Legends, I don't think this remake was necessary per se, but it does look cool. Pokopia, didn't care too much about that. However, Fire Emblem's Fortune Weave, as a fan of some of the Fire Emblem games, this looks really good. It appears to be a prequel, and I definitely want to play it. This is a system seller for me personally. Like, this motivates me to get a Switch 2 because I do not have one right now. In addition to Fire Emblem, what else do we have here? Blah blah blah, Liza P, Devil May Cry. Mostly stuff I don't care about, but again, just because I don't care about it doesn't mean that like this is the worst Direct ever. Don't be silly. We're actually going to mute this just to avoid like copyright issues. But yeah, we are getting Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3 Switch 2 editions. This one's already out. New high-speed vehicle. I've been seeing people There's like a racing mini game now. It looks pretty fun. Now, I don't know if I'd replay the entirety of this game again, because I've already beaten this game 3 or 4 times. I've gotten 100%. Okay? And that takes hundreds of hours. I'll probably be looking up the voiced heart-to-hearts. That might be fun. There's also some new like equipment you can get, so that's pretty cool. Now, the thing I'm super interested in is this Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Switch 2 edition. Now, I was hoping for a definitive edition, but this could be more or less a definitive edition. They might make some quality of life upgrades, which I'm really, really hoping for. And even if not, the game looks and runs so much better, so that might motivate me to replay this game. This is probably the only Xenoblade game I did not get 100% in, just because the gacha mechanics were absolutely brutal. You'd have you'd have like hundreds and hundreds of legendary core crystals and get nothing from them. The terrible RNG. I could go on a whole rant about that another time. But we also got a new Blade and new Blade Quest. Wondering if it's going to be like new, or if this is going to be, I don't know, you know, like a Cosmos Telos situation where it's going to be like a reference to one of the other games. Not too sure. And then Xenoblade Chronicles 3. There's a new hero you can recruit. And there's also newly voiced event scenes. I'm not quite sure what that will mean. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. There's also a new mode. I don't care too much about that. Again, I've 100%ed this game. I have played this game very thoroughly. Something like 230 hours or whatever. So I don't really want to play more of this game. I've gotten my money's worth out of it. I am curious about the new hero, so maybe if I could transfer my save and just play it as like DLC, I might do that. So yeah, pretty excited for all this. Yeah, that one's already out. Just gonna jump ahead a little bit. And we have the brand new Xenoblade Genesis. Not Xenoblade Chronicles Genesis, but just Xenoblade Genesis. And this is something, again, you could make a whole video on just this and analyzing it. Analyzing the terminology like anima. I mean, this term has been used in like just about every Xeno game. It was used in Gears, it was used in Saga, and they're always used in like slightly different ways too. So, I mean, you could probably do a real deep dive on this, but I just wanted to say that I'm pretty excited for this. It's gonna be, I think this is gonna be a good game. Monolith Soft rarely disappoints us in any way. It's very rare that they do. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. I saw some people complain about the art style. Honestly, it looks fine. I'm not a big like graphics person. If the graphics aren't like super amazing, like I don't care that much as long as it doesn't look straight up bad, right? Like this looks good. I like this, and I like the interesting direction that the presentation and the art is going in. I like the whole, you know, you're in like the Halo ring. The world is curving around you kind of thing. It's very interesting. They've gone with yet another, you know, very interesting world design. Kind of like how in the first one, it's like, oh, you're on giant titans. Like, you know, just some very out of this world kind of concepts. So I'm pretty excited about that. They showed a few other things. They spent a long time on thumb wrestling. It was kind of funny, honestly. People were like, oh, this is a Wii music moment. But I don't know. I don't think it was that bad. Showed off some Star Fox. I do want to make a video on rail shooters. I will probably do that sometime soon, but I am definitely excited for Star Fox. It's actually going to be $50 digital and $60 physical, which I think that's a good price. Like, please, can we go back to $60 for games? I am in no way ever going to get Mario Kart World for what it is currently going for. $80 is a ripoff for an empty open world, in my opinion. Listen, I like Nintendo and Nintendo games, but sometimes you just gotta call them out on on doing a bad job sometimes. Splatoon looks really cool. I was a really big fan of the first Splatoon when that came out on Wii U, but this one I have not played Splatoon 2 or 3. I was a big fan of the first one. I just never got around to playing the other ones. And here we have a new single-player Splatoon game. And honestly, I really liked single-player in Splatoon 1. So I think if I did get a Switch 2, this would be on my radar. What else do we have? We have like Persona, we have Kingdom Hearts. This was a big thing. We have all the games coming to Switch 2 because now they can actually run on there, unlike Switch 1 where you had to do like the cloud version, which was really silly. It was really silly. The whole cloud thing was just like, you know what? Just play a different game or get like a PS4 or PS5 or something, you know? The cloud version was just like, you have to have a really good internet connection, and even then it's still a little laggy. So yeah, and then of course they showed off Kingdom Hearts 4. Now, I've said this before, I am not exactly up to date on the series. I played the crap out of Kingdom Hearts 1, and then the next game you're supposed to play is Chain of Memories, and I didn't really like it, so I kind of stopped right there, like halfway through Chain of Memories. So eventually I'll go back to this series because, you know, I love JRPGs. And yeah, this game, I mean, it looks good. I have no idea what's going on in the story. I just know you got the Keyblade and you got the Heartless, and I know like the absolute basics that they show you in like the first game, right? But then the big thing is the Ocarina of Time remake, and I'm pretty excited about this. I love this game. I mean, I played this, you know, roughly around the time when it came out. I'm hoping it'll be mostly the same, mostly like a graphical and quality of life improvement. Maybe they'll add some more side quests, some extra things you can do, maybe some optional dungeons. Maybe they'll fill out Hyrule Field so there's more things to do in there. But I want it to be recognizable. I don't want it to be a reimagining. I want it to be similar enough that you can be like, oh, this is like Ocarina of Time again, but here's all this extra stuff. That's what I want personally. Who knows what direction they're going in? It could be a complete reimagining that's absolutely nothing like the original, which people would be disappointed if the only thing that was similar was the story, right? So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Nintendo Direct, and I guess like just E3 this year in general, even though E3 doesn't really exist. Yeah, again, the Xbox and PlayStation conferences were just, they were pretty boring. They just not much there that interests me personally. But again, it doesn't mean that it was like terrible. I saw so many people be like, oh, Nintendo has a problem, and then you click on the video and they're like, oh, there's too many. There's too many remakes. I'm like, there's really not. There's really not. Like, there's so many games they could remake and that they just don't for some reason. I mean, how many people have asked for a Mario 64 remake or sequel, and we never got it, except for Mario DS, but that was a weird, like, not even remake or demake, like a weird sidestep. Anyways, thank you all for watching my little rambling video, and I'll see you next time. Again, I think I might make a video on rail shooters and what I think of them. See you then.